This is problem 15 from problem set 10. It says the streets in a city form a grid with some running north-south and others east-west. Alice, Bob, Carol, and Dan live at 4 street intersections which are vertices of a rectangle. The sides of the rectangle are parallel to the streets and with Alice and Carol at opposite vertices. So we're going to put Alice here with an A and then Carol over here with a C. And the school that they all attend is at an intersection inside the rectangle and they all walk to it along the streets by the shortest possible route. Alice walks 9 blocks, Bob walks 4 blocks, and Carol walks 5 blocks. So A equals 9, B equals 4, and C equals 5. How many blocks does Dan walk to get to school? So we know that the school is farther away from Alice and it's closer to Bob. So I'm gonna put B over here and D over here. So the school is gonna be about here somewhere because it's closer to Bob than Alice. So we know that they're going to walk, if we draw a diagonal here from every corner, we know that that's the shortest possible route, but they have to walk a route along the streets like this. So Alice is going to walk horizontally that way and vertically that much distance. So we're going to label this A and this B. So her distance is going to be A plus B. And for Bob, we know that he needs to walk this distance and this distance. And we're going to label this C, so we know that Bob has to walk C plus B. And we know that Carol has to walk this distance plus this distance, so that's going to be C plus D. And we know that Dan has to walk this distance plus this distance, and this is A, and this is D. So we can set up some equations. So we know that Alice walks 9 blocks and her distance is A plus B. So we have A plus B is equal to 9. And we know that Bob has to walk B plus C and his distance is 4. So B plus C is going to equal 4. And we know that Carol has to walk C plus D to get to school. So, and her distance is 5. So C plus D is equal to 5. Now, we can set up an equation to get A plus D because we don't know what that is. And we're going to add A plus B, we're going to subtract B plus C, and then add D plus C in order to get A plus D. So we have A plus B minus B plus C plus C plus D is equal to A plus D. So we already know what A plus B is, which is 9, minus B plus C, which is 4, plus C plus D, which is 5, is equal to A plus D. And we can just do the math there. So 9 minus 4 is 5, plus 5 is going to be 10. So we know that the distance that Dan has to walk to school is going to be 10 because that's A plus D.